Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Just like I said last week, today we're going to be taking a look at the second of the add-on packs from RevenantHero, which, as you can tell by the map we're on, is Naruto. So there's no point of waiting. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So as you can see, we have three characters. We've got Naruto, Sasuke, and Kakashi. And I've only played with Sasuke and Kakashi a little bit. I played with Naruto a ton, so if this feels like I don't know what I'm talking about for the move sets, that is a little bit why. But I have played enough of them to actually know what the moves do, and of course we'll go over the moves together. Uh, First, we'll go over and take a look at the items that the mod adds. So this add-on only adds in the blue headband, the divine fruit, and then Naruto weapons. So we have shurikens, kunai, explosive kunai, wired kunai, and paper bombs, which we'll go ahead and take a look at those before we start taking a look at the suits. So let's see if I can find the target. Here we go. So just like regular, or like all throwing weapons, shurikens go straight. They cause bleeding, and three of them will take about 40 health. I think it has 40 health. How much health does it have? Oh, it's 20. Okay. And then we have the kunai, which does not cause bleeding, but I think hits harder. Yes, it does. Then we have the explosive kunai, which is basically the same thing as an occurring. So you can hit target directly, they'll explode. If you throw it at their feet, then it'll explode after some time. The explosion doesn't do much damage, but the initial hit does a lot. Then we have wired kunai, which is from the game Shinobi Striker, and I think it was in the show too, but it works like a grapple gun, kind of. It allows you to kind of move a little easier. And then the paper bomb, of course, is like a placed explosive. So you place it. I'm not sure if this is the one that disappears for a while. Yeah, after a while it disappears. And then after someone walks over it, something walks over it. Come on. No? Yes, you're going to walk over this. After something walks over it, it'll explode. You can also place it directly at their feet. I'm sorry, horse. So that's the Naruto equipment. I'm not sure if the headband is a wearable item. It is not. You cannot put it on your head. And you cannot eat the divine fruit as far as I know. Yep. So those are just items used for the crafting recipes of the suit, of the characters. Speaking of crafting recipes, let's go and take a look at all three of their entries in the Book of Legends. Or, well, not all three. We'll take a look at Naruto first, because we're going to look at him first. So we have Naruto Uzumaki. Health is 425, his mana is 175, stamina is 100, his strength 4, speed 2, fortitude 2, regeneration 2, mental defense 2, chakra control 6, which will allow him to walk on water and double jump while upping your jump boost, leap, and then you can leap by shift jumping and sideways leap by tapping A or D, which I will showcase. He's got Jinjuriki 1, which gives him a chakra boost when his health is below 25% or chakra below 10%, and gains 25% or 25 health and 50 chakra every 2 minutes when his health is below 25. And then he's got his abilities. He's got Rasengan, Naruto Kick, which can be swapped with Uzumaki Barrage, Shadow Clone Bullet, Shadow Clone Jutsu, Multi Shadow Clone Jutsu, Sexy Jutsu, and then Ultimate or Uzumaki 2000 Barrage. And then he's got Substitution as his class ability, and his utility is One Tail Cloak. He can toggle his headband on and off, and he also has a soundboard. And then his One Tail Cloak abilities all change when he goes into One Tailed mode. So his ability 1 for that is Vermilion Rasengan, Kurama Claw, and Kurama Flurry, or Fury, or no, it's Flurry. And then ability 5 switches to Jinchuriki Charge. He's immune to poison, and his weakness is chakra depletion. To craft him, you need orange fabric, or 16 orange fabric, 12 blue fabric, 6 orange stained leather, 4 blue stained leather, 6 white fabric, 1 blue headband, and 1 divine fruit. And I will also go over how to get the divine fruit here. Or I'll just go ahead and do that now. So switch over to survival, put the suit on. As you can see, you are Naruto Uzumaki. We only have, or not we, there's only the young versions of them in for now. But we will go ahead and take a look at them. So, along with everything else, there's also 2 new mobs in the mod. So the first one is this Ninja Transporter, which seems to be spawning really commonly. So we'll go ahead and use some moves on him. So first up, we have this. I just watched the wrong. We have Rasengan. And oh, the divine fruit. Sorry, the divine fruit drops from the Ninja Transporters. And the other mob is the Ninja Guards. Do that, then we'll do Naruto Kick. Oh, they have jutsus as well, but I think my particles are off, so we can't see what they do. That's that should be in here. Quality, particles all. There we go. So now if they use any abilities, we should be able to see. So we have Naruto Kick, which is a flying kick. Swap it with Uzumaki Barrage. Oh, there it is. Goes up and does damage to him. Let's try and get that to activate again. And then we have Shadow Clone Bullets, which throws multiple Narutos. Actually, is that broken? Hold on. Shadow Clone Bullets. Okay, those multiple Shadow Clones. So there you go. See that? And then, of course, we have Shadow Clone Jutsu, which will spawn 3 to 4 Shadow Clones. And they have 40 health, and they do extra damage, so if this guy attacks me, or he'll attack them. And then if I do multi-Shadow Clone Jutsu, then it spawns a bunch of them, but they are easier to defeat. They can be destroyed in much more hits. And it is also much laggier to have this many Shadow Clones. I think it's 10 Shadow Clones in total. And then they'll go away. And then finally, the last move is Sexy Jutsu, which is a stun and a slow. So if we activate it, Sexy Jutsu particles will happen. He'll shoot out a heart, and it'll slow, it'll stun and damage him. And then finally, we need something a little stronger. Oh, we'll do it here. There's the. Okay. I missed that, so that's annoying because he moved. So we'll have to wait for that to respawn. But while I wait, we'll go ahead and go to the One-Tail Cloak. So press H, you turn to the One-Tail Cloak mode. And then you have Vermilion and purple. Let's get that out of my hand. Kurama Fist, which is a long projectile fist. And then we have Kurama Flurry Cross. And then there was one more, which is Jinchuriki Charge, which sends him dashing forward. Alright, and then after that it runs out. And you gain what was it? You gain the Jinchuriki Charge at the top right, as you can see, by taking damage. So the amount of damage you take, I think it goes up by 5 depending on how hard you get hit. So let's try this again. We will go ahead and spawn him in. And then we will hit him with there we go. And that's the Uzumaki 2K barrage. It shoots them up, stuns them, and then multiple Narutos will attack him and hurt him. And then, of course, he has a soundboard, and I'm not sure the other two do, so we'll go ahead and take a look at Naruto's now. So, he's got the Naruto theme, which I can't play. Then he's got this one here.
I told you I won't quit! My dream is to be Hokage! I've been entrusted with way too much by way too many!
Then we got the second sound.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Then not gonna lose.
I don't know how to lose!
Then I gotcha.
I gotcha! You fell for it!
Then over here.
Over here!
And the signature, believe it.
I'm gonna kick your butt, believe it!
Alright. And so that is all of Naruto. Oh wait, substitution. Didn't go over that. Substitution is you press left alt and it'll shoot a shadow clone in front of you. So and it'll place a log there. It also has a second function. If you shift and press substitution, and you can walk away, so you can kind of set it up for a 25-meter radius. Yeah, 25-meter radius for a short amount of time. So then you can activate it again to get teleported there. And then, of course, the least was the shift jump here. Hold on. There we go. So, not as high as the Power Rangers were, but it's still definitely pretty high. So we'll go ahead and take off the suit. And we'll take a look at Sasuke now, who I think is probably one of my more favorite characters. Him and Kakashi have much more going on, or more to take a look at. So let's go ahead and jump on down there. So as you can see in the top right, just like Sasuke had the Jinchuriki charge, Sasuke has the Curse Mark charge, which we will go ahead and take a look at as well while we're going over these moves. So hopefully, once it charges up, we can take a look at it. Oh wait, but before I do any of that, we have to take a look at Sasuke's abilities. So his health is 425, his mana is 160, stamina 115, his strength is 3, his speed is 4, his fortitude is 2, chakra control is 6, shuriken jutsu is 1, which allows him to, or what does it say? Allows you to manipulate shuriken so they can go where you're looking, and after 2 ticks, they will bend and attack a nearby entity. Then his abilities is Chidori, Fireball Jutsu Continuous, Shuriken Barrage, Fire Phoenix Flower, or Phoenix Flower Jutsu, Sharingan Wheel, Curse Mark version 2, and then his ultimate is Dragon Flame. He has Substitution, and his utility is Sharingan, or the third Tome Sharingan. And then his Sharingan weapon wheel abilities are Perception, Genjutsu, Corrosion. I can never pronounce that. And then his Curse Mark version 2 abilities are just Onyx Chidori, which will swap out his regular Chidori. His weakness is Chocolate Depletion. So unfortunately, to show off the abilities for the Sharingan, I will need another person here. So I'm going to have an overlay, actually, of me trying these abilities out on someone else. So when we get to the Sharingan abilities, you'll see those. But for now, take a look at his regular abilities. So I'm going to do this first one in first person. So if you use Chidori, just like if you use Chidori without Sharingan, your vision focuses in. And so it's harder to see what you're trying to hit. So to use Chidori properly, you want to activate the Sharingan, which takes mana over time. It's perfectly fine without activating the Sharingan to use Chidori. And so that's the only move that requires the Sharingan to be active besides the Sharingan moves. So next up we have, or I'll show that in third person as well. It's just like just a running forward move that'll do a lot of damage. Oh, and the Sharingan will allow you to see an opponent's stats. So you can see their health, their mob type, how far away they are, their name, and their chakra flow. Did I just jump over him? That was an interesting animation. I've never seen that before. But like I said, the Sharingan runs your chakra down, so you want to make sure that your chakras, your mana, make sure that you have a lot of that set up, or a lot of that ready to go, and that you don't leave the Sharingan on the whole time. So second move is Fire Style Fireball Jutsu, which will shoot one giant fireball. We'll take a look at that again here. One fireball. And then the second one is Continuous, which is like a flamethrower, and that will take mana over time. And then the other one is Shuriken Barrage. So I will go ahead and put one Ninja Guard here and activate Shuriken Barrage. So all of them automatically come back and hit him no matter what. So they're like heat seeking shurikens. And that's because of his sorry, clearing my throat a lot. And the reason that works is because that's due to his Shuriken Jutsu ability, and it works for regular shurikens as well. I'm pretty sure if I can get back up there. Okay, I'm gonna heal all of these real quick, just so I have the wired kunai back. I don't need the regular ones. Okay. So, when you have the shurikens, I can throw them and they will... Oh no, it's just the shuriken move. Okay. So shuriken will make them all come back in. There, and then the kunai killed him. Because he was getting too close. I'm not sure if the kunai has melee damage. Anyway. The swappable for Shuriken Barrage is Fire Style Phoenix Flower Jutsu. Shoots multiple fireballs. And then we'll skip over the Sharingan for now. We'll go back to the Sharingan at the end. And then his ability 5 is Curse Mark. So he's got Curse Mark Phase 1, which will just shoot the Curse Mark across his body. And it gives him increased strength, health. I don't know if it gives you increased health, but I know it gives increased strength. So yeah, he does more damage, he's stronger, he's faster. All of that. And then the Curse Mark switches into Curse Mark V2. Which will then take up all the Curse Mark targets he built up. It will give him it will give him access to the Onyx Chidori, which is a white-ish purple Chidori, and he can fly due to the wings on his back. And this ability holds out long, so we can still use all of the other abilities just like normal. Okay. And just like that. Oh, and it gives him an extra toughness as well, as you can tell by his health bar. Lag. Okay. And it gives him an extra bit of toughness, as you can tell by his health bar was turning silver there for the time being as well. So for the last bit of this, we're going to go take a look at the Sharingan abilities, which he has 3 of. He has Corrosion, Genjutsu, and Perception. Perception is the easiest to show off because it works just like Heightened Perception. So for all these moves, you activate the Sharingan, and then you'll activate the Weapon Will ability. So it'll make everyone around him, it makes him auto-dodge attack. At least I'm pretty sure that's what it does. Maybe. auto dodge. I'm not sure what perception is. I'll try and use these when I showcase everything else. And then besides perception, we have genjutsu, which when activated slows the opponents. Here, I'll have to read the actual effects. Alright. Genjutsu will cast it, will slightly slowing them and confusing them, and it inverts their controls in the process. So it really does change the controls of the person playing, so of another player. So like their forward will be their back, their left will be their right. It's very confusing. I've had it happen to me. And then perception will give you basically heightened perception, and it'll dodge incoming melee attacks and projectiles and give you immunity to distortion. And then this one will weaken them and forces them to take 25 extra damage. And it also, I think, blinds them as well with something across their face. But you will see all of those as I show them off. Now, finally, we will go ahead and take a look at Kakashi. And now, finally, here we have Kakashi. And I love the model on Kakashi. Hero did great on all of these models as well. So, and we'll go ahead and take a look. So the first move is Lightning Blade, which, just like Chidori, requires the Sharingan to be active. So Kakashi also has a Sharingan, and when you activate the Sharingan, he puts his hand up to his face and moves his eye, moves the this thing off of his eye, and then Lightning Blade, just like normal. And that, like Sasuke, is the only move that requires the Sharingan besides the Sharingan moves. And after you do that, then you can swap it with Lightning Style Shadow Clone Jutsu, which will make Lightning Shadow Clones. It makes 2 to 3, and they'll work just like normal Shadow Clones. They'll defend you, they'll do damage, and then when their time is up, or if they're destroyed, they burst into electricity, doing damage as well, which I think stuns. I just realized I didn't read off his moves or stats in the book, so we're going to do that real quick. Then we go to Kakashi Hatake. Health 445, mana is 135, stamina is 140, strength is 8, speed is 6, fortitude is 3, chakra control is 8. Lightning Blade, or his ability 1 is Lightning Blade and Lightning Style Shadow Clone Jutsu. Ability, let's do this. Then ability 2 is Fireball Jutsu, or Fireball Jutsu, and then swappable with Lightning Style Beast Tracking Fang. Ability 3 is Cyclone Kick and 1,000 Years of Death. Ability 4 is the Sharingan Wheel. Ability 5 is Earth Style Earth Wall Jutsu and Earth Style Headhunter Jutsu. And his ultimate is Lightning Cable. And then his class is Substitution, Utility, Sharingan. And then his Sharingan weapon abilities is Perception, Genjutsu, Copy Jutsu, Sharingan Deception. And you use your Sharingan to deceive your enemies if you get damaged by anything. And then Kamui. And his weakness is Chakra Depletion. So, like I said, we did the first 2 moves were for the lightning moves, and now we have Fire Style Fireball Jutsu, which just like Sasuke's normal Fireball, and then swap it to Lightning Beast Fang, which will, or Lightning Beast Tracking Fang. Turns out a lightning wolf that is in the first person that will, I don't know if it actually tracks. Try. I don't know if it tracked or not, but it definitely hit him. And it does a lot of damage. And then we have Cyclone Kick for a melee move, which will then swap into 1,000 Years of Death, which activates, teleports, and stuns them from behind. Oh, and there's a Divine Fruit from the carrier. Or transport. There we go. And then we have Earth Style Earth Wall Jutsu, used as a defensive jutsu to block incoming projectiles. And of course, they all have their own health bars. So it can break, but it will also go away at its own. And you can swap that with Headhunter Jutsu, which literally puts ground. And he can travel underground really fast for a long period of time. And then finally, because I realized we didn't do the ultimates for Sasuke, so let's come back to that. We have the ultimate, which is lightning cable, which makes a shadow clone that has a lightning tether connected to it. And then, of course, he also has the substitution ability, as other characters will. And then finally, he has Sharingan. Unlike Sasuke's, his Sharingan is the Mangekyo, so. Oh, it activates and it's only 3 tome. Interesting. Well, if we activate we can activate Kamui, which it'll. Ow. Okay, he did something to my vision, and the Sharingan needs to come off real quick. Kamui will damage them over time if they're hit inside of it. We're gonna place the Ninja Transporter, and then we'll hit him with Kamui again. It's a really decent long-range ability. So do this, then activate Kamui. Okay, and then out of chakra. Okay, so being low on mana will damage you, because that's your weakness is chakra depletion. So you don't want to get too low because it will hurt you, but it will recharge pretty quickly. So after Kamui, we have Deception, which, if I remember right, which I don't remember at all, it makes them... Okay, if you get damage, you will instantly replace yourself with a Genjutsu clone, avoiding damage and becoming invisible for 2 seconds. So we will come over here. We'll activate this. Are they just trying to get him away? Yeah, I think so. Yep. Spawning the transporter, they don't really want to fight you once. Okay. Let's try that again over here with. Okay, well, be away from the transporter because it starts to go straight to the transporter. Alright. We'll go ahead and activate. Okay, Deception. And then there we go. Oh, the clone wasn't really invisible, it was also invisible. But yeah, it spawned a clone, as you can see by the spawn egg it was pulled in. And then I was invisible for 2 seconds, even though I was still stunned. And then Copy Jutsu will require another player here. But it allows you to copy the last jutsu that any Naruto character that they were playing used. So you can copy Naruto's abilities, and you can copy Sasuke's abilities, or you can copy another Kakashi's abilities. Oh, and of course, all the characters can walk on water because of their chakra control. And then the final ability is Perception, which works just like before for Sasuke. Okay. And that is all of the characters. And of course, just like Sasuke, I will show the abilities for Kakashi, or you at least should be seeing them now. But anyway. Draws on survival. I'm gonna die if I jump off here. So we'll just do it here. So if you guys like this video, or thank you guys for watching the video, this will be the end. I'm going to let you guys in the comments now decide what character I do next. So out of all the characters that I haven't done, leave a comment down in the description below, and I will take the week to look over them. And I will have the next character out next week on Friday on my regular time. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Have an excellent day.